Hello crafters, I'm JanB and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm really excited because tomorrow our new Christmas catalogue goes live. I've been very busy over the last few days getting my catalogues all packaged up, ready to send out to all of my customers. But before I could get them posted, before I could seal up the envelopes, I wanted to put a little free gift inside for them. And it's a bookmarker, and it's this one here. And I just think it is just so cute. You'd love to know how to make this. I can't show you the inside, but this is what I've been sending out. Let me move that out. And it's actually a magnetic bookmarker. As I say, I can't show you inside there, but I can show you on my main catalogue. Okay, so I've got him holding about 5 pages, I think 6 pages, and once he's in place he really isn't going anywhere. Okay, and I thought my customers would appreciate a little gift like that to arrive with their catalogues. So I'm going to show you how to make this today. Right. What I had to do, because I had so many of these to make, I'm very fortunate in as much as I do have a fair number of customers. I wasn't able to do everything on this that I wanted to do. That is, like this one here, I would really like to have been able to do the eyes, the mouth, the ears on all of these, and it's on both sides as well. But it took a lot of time as it was to make them like this one, without doing all this as well. But then hopefully my customers will feel like just finishing off the little bits themselves. If you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator and you would like a copy of our Christmas catalogue, please email me your details at janb@janbcards.com. And I'll be happy to send you one of my catalogues, and I will also pop one of these in for you as well. Okay, so let me show you how nice and easy this is to make. I'll start off with the card pieces you're going to need. Now I've used Taupe here. I ran out of 12 by 12 sheets of this, but I did have some 12 by 12 sheets of our craft paper, so I made quite a few of these. I can't show you a completed one because they're already in envelopes, packaged and posted. But any colour, I think, like Crumb Cake or Taupe, or if you wanted to, you could do this bit in any colour and then just do that in like an animal type colour, which is what I think Taupe is, and Crumb Cake and our craft paper. So the main piece is 1.5 inches by 12 inches, which is 3.75 by 30 centimetres. You need a piece for 2 heads because I've done it back and front, and that measures 5 inches by 1 3/4 inches, which is 12.75 by 4.5 centimetres. You'll need some scraps of, I'll bring that one back in a minute, you need some scraps of chocolate chip and also Crumb Cake, and they're the 2 colours that I've used for his eyes. That other bit was a magnet, but I'll show you that when we get to it. So what you need to do to start off with, let's see if I can leave that one sitting there, is your scoreboard, just to score on the 6-inch mark or the 15 centimetre mark. Oh no, I've lost my scoring tool, hold on. Right, let's try again. Right, 6 inches, just score down there. Right, so stamping, we'll do this piece here first. And you know, I do like to use my scrap paper. So I've got the valley score line in front of me. Apparently that's the correct way to do it when you fold. The valley is meant to be on the outside. the mountain should be on the inside. It doesn't make sense to me, but not much reason why, but to do and die. Right, so the stamp set we're going to use is this, which is called Cookie Cutter Christmas. And you get these stamps here, the Gingerbread Man, Father Christmas, Little Eskimo. This one makes into a teddy bear, and I must show you, it is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so you get the teddy bear to stamp, and then you get the little ears for up there, and then you get the little face as well. There's also a punch that goes with this, which is this one, and the reindeer is actually, if I've got a, yes, here we go, is actually the little creature there, little gingerbread man, turned upside down. Isn't that clever? There was just so much. This comes as a bundle, and it really is amazing that it's such good value for money, because you've got all of these things and this, and with the teddy bear, if you punched it out, obviously it's without ears because it's this coming off with that, but you could put a Father Christmas hat on it or something like that, and it would look gorgeous. And also for this, it's not just Christmas, this would be great for new baby cards. So, you know, really, really versatile. And when you get your catalogue, I would really suggest you have a look at this set. So, first of all, I'm going to take the reindeer, which I have here. Now, when you, I'll not do the punching bit yet, am I? Yes, let's do the punching bit first, this one here. When you're going to punch this out, the legs have got to go in first, okay? So the sensible way of doing this, to make life as easy as possible, which is what I'm always after, is the legs go in the punch first, so I'm going to put those down at the bottom of my cardstock. And I want 2 of these, so I'm going to turn it round, bring it down a little bit. Okay, now you see on this piece of paper, I've done it wide enough so that the reindeer fits on completely. But on this piece, he doesn't. So his ears come off. But that's because I wanted this one to come over just a little bit. I didn't want it all to be straight up. So we're going to do the stamping on this one. And also you'll see where I've done my stamping, I started at the bottom here so that I had a gap between that and this one here. When I first started, I didn't leave the gap. Let me clear this out. It's not so easy when you've got so much underneath to see. I didn't worry about it to start off with, but once I started putting everything together, I thought, well, I'd much rather if it was separate. But you can see both, it's your choice. But I will show you how to do it so that you do get the gap. So, what we're going to do, on this long piece, we're going to do 2, starting down at the bottom and just allowing the ears to go off a tad, and sometimes it doesn't actually get onto the papers underneath, so it doesn't go through there because it is really so close to the edge there. And then the second one, okay, so that's those 2. I'm going to turn it up the other way. Do one there, and then another one. There are lots of other bits and pieces you could do to this if you were only making like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or something. Like you may want to colour in the face and the antlers. But what I tended to do to start off with was to actually play with one first of all and check what I was doing, she says, while she's looking around for her marker pen. Right, I do just the ears using the soft suede ink. Did I say that that was soft suede ink? Don't know, but it is. All I do for the ear, let me bring you down a little bit. There we go. And I just do like a line or two just coming through. This ink does tend to lighten up a bit as it dries out. The benefit of doing this as a video is I get to do all of it. There we go, so that's the ears. Now for the nose, rather, I'm using Real Red. And all I do is I just draw around the edge of the whole thing and then just colour it in. Turn that one round. There we go. And then these as well. Those two. And then these two. I don't think this is the nicest reindeer that I've ever seen, but he's quite cute, he's fun. Okay, so that's all the painting that we're going to do. Now we're going to put our magnet part together. So first of all you need to just fold this in half and make sure, as always, that you line up your ends straight. And then it is important that you get a really nice, good, strong fold there. So do use your bone folder on that. And you saw how I had my reindeer peeping over the top. What I did was I put some tear and tape in here. If you want his whole face to be over the top, then I suggest you put tear and tape down to about 3/4 of an inch. I want just his eyes peering over like he's playing hide and seek. But if I wanted his whole face, I would put my tear and tape, do another piece about that far down, which I think is, might even be an inch, I suppose, by now, but about that far down. Now, for the magnet, what I use is, if you watch my videos regularly, you know that I keep my dies on a sheet of magnet. Now, I buy my magnets as a sheet like this. It's an A4 sheet. Let me move you back up again. Bear with me. There we go. So what I do is I work from the back. I take a new set of dies, and this is a new set that's in the new catalogue. These are called Starlight Thinlits. So what I do is I take the dies off, I measure this on the back here, there, and then I slice with my guillotine. And it means I keep finishing up with lots of bits. Sometimes I get a thin strip. And it's jobs like this where my odd bits and pieces come in so handy. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken little strips. First of all, I cut them into 1-inch strips, and then I cut them into 1 1/4 inch lengths. Now, I don't understand why this happens, but it doesn't always line up. Can you see how that is just jumping apart? Well, for the job that we're doing, oh, maybe I just had it back to front. It stopped. Oh, well, I've just learnt something. If it jumps like that, turn it around the other way. I wish I'd known that earlier. Anyway, what I was going to say was, if it jumps like that, it doesn't really matter, because when you see how this is going to be closed on it, it's not going to notice that it doesn't line up. As long as the magnet works and it keeps it closed, that's the important thing. Okay, so I've taken one piece off and I'm just popping that down there. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece off and then I'm going to take this off. Now, the way I do this to make sure that I get it lined up straight without this bit grabbing it first or that bit grabbing it first, I hold it like this with this hand. This is going to be like my guide, and the weight of that makes it fall down, which is good. And then with this hand I use this as a guide as well, so that this makes, putting the two like this, it makes sure that they all stay together. Now I bend this back very slightly and get that to grip, but I've got my fingers here and here, these two fingers here, to make sure that stays. And I'm going to push that in between those fingers, and that makes sure that stays all lined up. And then I just slide my fingers down. But be careful when you do that. That is so easy to get yourself a paper cut, and if you got a cut with cardstock like this, it wouldn't be very nice for you. So then you'll find that this opens up like a dream. Okay, lovely. So all we need to do now is the reindeer. First of all, we cut him out. Okay, so as I say, legs go in first. Line him up. I turn him over because other bits will come out at the same time. Okay, so that's him. There's a little heart and 2 eyes. I'm not using those eyes for this project. Come back a bit. Because otherwise it means that you've got the same colour eyes going onto the same colour head. But I save these. That's that one. Let's do the other one. There's something else I'll tell you about the eyes on this one as well. Okay, so there's our 2 reindeer. Those, and we get rid of this. Oh, my bin's too far away. I'll be over there for a minute. Now I did do one here, didn't I? I wonder what I did with it. Oh, typical. Was it this one? Nope. Maybe it's the one that I've got stuck in my catalogue. Or maybe that catalogue. Oh, it's this one. Right, these eyes here, they are stamped eyes. I say stamped, they're these eyes here. And these holes in the punch fit how far apart they are. So you could stamp the eyes and then pop them in there and punch them out. Very cleverly thought out. But I think my eyes look more have more character than these. If you want those, by all means, go ahead, punch them out, but I do mine a long way round. I'm going to show you what I do, although I have already prepared 8 of them. No, I haven't. I've done 2, 4, yes, I've done 8. Is that all I need? I've done all of them. Okay, I will do 2 just to show you. And with these leftovers, let me bring that back down again. Right, these leftovers I keep. I know you've heard me say this before, but I keep body bags. It was when I did something with the Fox Builder Punch. I said that I keep all the bodies, the heads and everything into individual little bags, and then I keep them into one of these. Well, this one here is my cookie cutter, and all the bits that get cut out I keep into individual bags. So if I want a heart, for example, or a circle that size, that's the bow, which could be a bow tie or a hair thing. They're all there ready for me when I want to use them. For the eyes, the big eyes come from the cookie cutter builder punch, and the small eyes come for the owl builder punch. So I have a bag of those in here. So when I'm making any more in the future, I can just go to that bag, pick out the bits, and that's it. But you get the fun of punching the new ones. So the scrap of Crumb Cake, you need just punch out the 2 eyes there, the 2 little ones. Okay, so that's those. So you'll need 4 of the eyes, 4 of those. And then with the chocolate chip, you need to punch out 4 of these ones here. And this is where you will more than likely finish up with one of the bows, because unless you've got a very, very thin strip that goes just in there, you can't avoid that. Okay, so I've got another bow there. Right, so what I do with the eyes, I use my silicone sheet and of course my tweezers and Tombow, and what I do is, can you see what I'm doing? Yes. I just put a little bit on the corner there. I have, in fact I can use this scrap sheet, can't I? So first of all, I take my little eye. Okay, see that one? Just got that little one. And I'm going to pop it there on top. And that's obviously going to be far too much, so I'm just going to dab it down on there. That takes most of it off. Then I put it onto the eye. And then I'll do the other one, which has just got stuck to my finger. Okay, so I can now take it off there because it's so light. That one goes on there. Okay, all these others are done. So imagine that I've got to do these. So to stick them on, I still come to my glue here. And then take it off there, and then when you stick the eyeballs on, the eyes, not the eyeballs, just make sure that you put the small circle in the same direction on both eyes, otherwise you're going to have a cross-eyed reindeer. Actually, you may want a cross-eyed reindeer. There we go. I suppose it all adds to the fun, doesn't it? I always leave the last part of his eye till last, so that I make sure that I get the right two together. If I do them in pairs now, before they're stuck on there, I could finish up with odd eyes. Alright, so there's that one. Oh no, I did need to do two more, didn't I? Oh well, I'm not going to make you wait to see me do that. I'll do them afterwards. Oops. Oh yes, you could have the eyes going up, couldn't you? There we go. Looks as if he's getting exasperated with me. Right, so to do the rest of his eyes, what I do is with my marker, soft suede marker pen, I use a pen end for this, and I just do like a bump, if you like, half circle, semicircle, and I just colour it in. Sometimes I do a lot, sometimes not so much. Now one thing I have found with this is if you get the glue actually onto this top eyeball, you won't be able to colour. So what I did, because obviously it happened to me, oops, talking too much, look, going higher and higher at this one. Concentrate. What I did was I used my paper piercer, I think it was, and I just very gently scratched across the surface of the eyeball, and it took the glue off. Now if those eyeballs are going up, shall I have him looking up as well? Oh yeah, that works. What's that? Don't know if you can see that very well down there. Yeah, that's all right. So you don't have eyes yet. See, it really doesn't matter how big you do the centre part of his eyes. As long as they both match. There we go. So I think the final part is to put the heads on. Now just in case I get a bit messy, what I'm going to do is pop him upside down, and with my Tombow on his head, on his arms and his legs. Now I'm going to put that on, lining his ears up so they just come over the edge there. Okay, and that one's coming over the edge as well. And just hold that down, and that one, give Tombow a few seconds to get a grab of it. And do exactly the same with the second reindeer. And then just line that up on top of that one. Again, just give Tombow a chance to get a grip. Now I did find with one or two of mine that I was a bit over generous with the glue, and it dried so that there was quite a lot around the side here. But what I found was it was quite easy to pick it off. Although it stayed a bit sticky there, what I did was I got my adhesive eraser and went like that to it, and it took the whole lot off, so it wasn't sticky at the end. But there you go. There's the Reindeer magnetic bookmarker. Let's bring a few of these in so you can see the differences. Which one was the... Oh, there's the stamped eyes. There you go. But what a fun little thing to do as a little something for somebody, nice little stocking filler. If I have some left over, I will be selling them at my craft fairs as well. And it's so easy to make. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Many thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please contact me either by email janb@janbcards.com or leave a message in the comments box below. If you'd like to buy any of the products that I featured here, apart from the magnet, there's a link in the box below that will take you to my 24/7 shop, or you can go via my website. There's a button on there as well. If you've enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button. I'll put all the measurements and the products I've used on the screen, but if they don't show on the device that you're watching on, please check the box below. I will put it all down there for you. You won't have to go to my blog for it. Finally, just a reminder, if you'd like to receive a copy of our Christmas catalogue and you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be delighted to send you one with its very own magnetic bookmark as well. Just email me your details and I'll pop one in the post for you. Many thanks for joining me today. Until next time, happy crafting. Cheerio.